think about this. And this is kind of what I foresaw back in 2021 when I sold the house, is that I knew interest rates were going to go up. They were talking about it. It wasn't a big secret. Interest rates were going to go up. So think back to what I was talking about there. You got your top line, your revenue. Underneath that, you have all of your costs. So you have your property tax, you have your electricity, you have your interest, you have your insurance. As all of those costs go up, you have to increase your rent by the same amount. And you can't do that. You can't do that because of the laws between landlord and tenant. So think about how much energy costs have gone up since 2015 when I bought the house. Especially here in Canada with like 3 carbon taxes now. Think about how much property taxes have gone up since 2015. A couple months ago in this city that I own the rental house, they increased their property taxes by 25%. 25% in 1 year. So your energy goes up, your property tax goes up. Interest rates, I had like a 1.5% mortgage on that time. Now all of a sudden, if I were to renew it, it would have been like 6 or 7% for the mortgage. So my energy's up, my property tax is up, my interest rates, they're all up. And you cannot increase the rent by that same proportional amount. So what happens? You become less profitable. There's probably some people out there with a rental house right now that are losing money every month. And they're thinking that just because they're paying down their mortgage, their principal portion of that mortgage, that they're going to somehow come out ahead of this whole thing. So that's kind of the monthly costs. But then you also have to think about if I did really well and I managed things properly, I was able to charge enough rent and I was making like $200 or $300 a month off this rental house. And I could build that up over 10 years and I'd be sitting on a pretty nice chunk of savings there, right? Then you think about this. All of a sudden you need a new roof for your house. And since 2015 to 2024, the cost of a new roof has pretty much doubled. Every single penny you made during those 10 years of finding tenants, of taking calls on Christmas Eve about your tenants, all this kind of stuff, over those 10 years, you built up this nice savings account. Now you have to go buy a new roof with that. Or a new water heater. Or a new deck. Or whatever that is. You never get ahead in the rental house. The only thing I would say about this is that if you are somebody who, has a bunch of rental homes, your family's passed it down, whatever that is, and you have like a team of people who actually manage this stuff for you, like property managers, like maintenance guys, bookkeeper, and you don't have to really do anything. You just sit there and take the checks every month. That is something where this is feasible. But if you're somebody like me who had one rental house and you were hoping to have this as a retirement when you get to that age, that's kind of like your nest egg. It's a very poor strategy. It's a very poor strategy for those reasons.